Internet is hyping too fast. This is the generation where finding people is way too easy on internet. In this, we are going to talk about a Python program that is capable to find people on a lots of social media handles by just putting a username and pressing enter. Make sure you have the permission if you are trying this on anyone. Now let's get started. This is for educational purposes only. Make sure to have permission of the user before doing this on his account. Make sure to maintain the privacy of the user. I'm not responsible for anything you do after learning from the video. So guys, this is the program that we are taking in use, and before we look at anything in here, first of all let's run and see how it works. Okay, so this is red in color, and for this we have imported a module called PyPiglet. So just keeping it aside for a moment and entering the name that we want to search. Okay, so this is the username with that we want to search. This is the banner. We have defined a function for banner. Then it says it is founding matches. Okay, now just canceling right here. We have got here five searches. Okay, the first one, it says no positive detection, which means it doesn't found any page on Facebook. It found page on Twitter, it found page on YouTube, it found on Blogspot and plus google.com. Okay, so now you can see that if it finds a URL, it is in green, and if not, it is in red. It says positive matches, and these colors are given to these using the PyPiglet module. Now you can also open these links by just clicking on it. Okay, let's search for now you can also go to these links by just clicking on it. Like if you are searching for someone and want to look at their profile, just click on it and it will be taken to you. Okay, you can also run this program on command prompts or Linux, it doesn't matter, by the way. Okay, so now let's see right here. Okay, so there are three modules that have been imported. The first one is request, the next one is time, and PyPiglet. As I mentioned, PyPiglet is for coloring that we have taken in use like this. Okay, then we have time and request. The time module is taken in use just because we have to make sure that the program stops for moments like time sleep 0.5 seconds or time sleep 1 seconds, like this. Okay, then we have imported requests just because we have to make requests to these links so that we can check if there is availability or we get returns. First thing that we have done here is we have taken the input of the username. Now in case if you don't want to take the input of the username, the thing that you can do is just put a single braces and put the username right here. Okay, in sense, if you don't want to do that or you have to take the user input, all you need to do is just leave it as. Okay, now here starts the important thing. This is a variable with the name of their social medias, and these are taking the links, and with the f string it's taking the input of the username that we are taking right here. So there are lots. If we start just naming all of them, it will take long time, like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, GitHub, Vimeo, SoundCloud, Medium, SideShare, Spotify, and all of the kind of social media things. Okay, like it also include Codecademy and Pastebin and Hub Pages and Code Mentor. You can add more if you want to add. Okay, like this. You must check the URLs, how the URL of the website is working. It's using midterms or end terms. Now here we have created another variable websites with all of the variables that are taken right above here. Like if we just press Control and click on one, it will take us to the part where we are just taking it. Okay, so we have taken all of these variables into one just because we have to extract one on one and take in use while we are searching for the accounts. Okay, so then we have defined a function called outer function, and inside that we have created inner function. This is for coloring of the messages like yellow, green and red. Okay, so then we have created color prints. Now color prints, if you work with PyPiglet, then you will be knowing that we use these kind of patterns to give colors to the program so that it can understand what kind of colors we are assigning it to. If I name it to different variable, we have to use different variable name right here as green and green. Okay, Then we have defined banner. As you saw that it prints searching in the form of digital with a kind of box. Then we have the main function of the program named search. Now this program is responsible for searching for or finding the accounts of the user. Now, these parts are just for a better interface. Okay, till this right here. It says green in color. This string it will print in searching for username and the username in green color, and then these patterns with a proper time duration of 0.5 seconds. Then it will say the next one in green color which says scan is working, and then two patterns, and then with the same time duration 0.5 seconds. Then it waits for it waits for 1 second and then starts the working. Then it says count is equal to 0 because we have to count the number of matches, the positive matches that we have got, or the response that we are able to find about the user. Then we are saying match is equal to true just because we have to take it in use for a loop. Right here we are creating a for loop in which we are saying that URL in website. Now URL is taking one by one variables from the website. Since website is a list, it's taking Instagram as a URL, then Facebook as a URL, and so on, continuing until it completes. Okay, and then it's creating a request to get about the URL that we are taking from the websites and assigning all of that to R so that we can check the status code. Okay, now in here it says that if r.status code is 200, which means if it's getting the response. You can say that if your internet is not turned on or you are not connected to the internet, you won't get any response, right? In that sense, it won't be 200. So we are getting this response so that we can check if you are connected to the internet or if the website is active or the domain is working, right? So in that sense, we are entering in a if condition in which match is equal to true. That is true, we know. It will say green found matches. Now found matches doesn't mean that it found a match. It's presenting that we are searching for this, and if it found any match, it will be presenting text like this. We will talk further. And when match is equal to false, it will stop. Okay, it will stop because it has to print these things, right? So until it complete this, it won't print this again. Then we are printing in yellow color about the URL, status code, and this. Okay, if you are confused with these lines, don't worry, we will check it again. Then we are creating a if condition which username is rtext. Now rtext is for checking the return of the request that we have got or the response that we have got. It will check for the text, okay, in the response. The username is this username. It will check that if that username is available in the response of the website. If it is, it will say that username this has been detected in URL, which means we have found that user. And else condition is that, which means if doesn't find the username in the request or the response, it will say this text has not been detected in the URL. Okay, and could be false positive, which means it can be a case where it has the account but it's not able to find it. Okay, then we are using the account variable that we created right here and adding it to 1, just because we have to print the total number of matches found and total number of website. To get the total number of website, we are creating a variable total and we are counting the length of the website variable using len. Okay, then we are printing in green color using the f string that finished a total of count matches found of total websites. Now this thing won't be reached in our program because it will take up to 15 to 20 minutes just because there are lots of websites. Okay, then the main part, the returning part, we are putting all of it into a main function, and then we are printing banner and search. So banner, you know, and then search is the program that we are running from here. Okay, so now let's run and clear some of the queries from here. So here we run it and we say change learnings. Okay, and enter. Okay, this is the banner. This is printing in green color. okay, with these patterns with a pretty good time. And then it says found matches, okay, and once it printed found matches, it won't print again because we have said it that it's false, right? Like this, we have said match is equal to false. Now if it's true again, it will print it again, so we haven't made it, okay. Then we have here is a positive match with the username strange learnings. Text has not been detected in URL, could be a false positive, which means it doesn't find any kind of response from this URL including strange learnings. But it can be false positive because may happen that these username can be a bit different, like using dot or one more character or something. So in that sense, it's added for just a confirmation that it can be false. Then we have Twitter, and on Twitter we have strange learning handles and it's detected in the URL. So this is the thing, it's printed in yellow, it's printed in green, and we also printed the URL, which means if we press Ctrl, we can open this URL on a browser. We are printing 200 right from here, okay. The status code, our dot status code is printing 200, and then okay right here, okay. So hopefully you now understand how this is printing all of the results and searching for the results. So this was all, and make sure to use it for good deeds and not for harming anyone. I'm not responsible for anything you do after watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, make sure to give a like, and if you learned something from this video, make sure to do share this with a friend so that they can also learn it. Thank you for watching, and meet you soon.